Hello, my name is Delaney and I will be taking you through the year 1999. On March 19th, scientists at NASA in Cape Canaveral, Florida analyzed data taken from the Lunar Prospector, a probe sent to orbit and investigate the Moon. Data confirmed that the Moon has a small core. At the time, a theory was formed that a majority of the Moon had been ripped away from Earth by a Mars-sized object that collided with the planet. Similarities in the mineral composition of the Earth and Moon suggested that they share a common origin. On April 20th, two teens went on a shooting spree at Columbine High School in Littleton, Colorado. Sadly, the shooter succeeded in killing 13 people and wounding 20 before committing suicide. At the time, it was considered the worst high school shooting in United States history. It prompted a national-wide debate on school safety and gun control. Only a month after the incident, the Senate narrowly passed a bill requiring background checks for firearm sales at gun shows, with Vice President Al Gore casting the deciding vote. The bill also required child safety trigger locks to be sold with guns. The bill never passed the House of Representatives. In the 12 months after the shooting, there were 800 bills having to deal with guns. Only 10% of them were passed. Some promoted gun control, including enforcing background checks, while some promoted ownership, such as the rights of gun owners who cross state lines with weapons. In the aftermath, schools enacted the zero-tolerance rules regarding disruptive behavior and threats of violence from the students. On May 18, 1999, Backstreet Boys released their second international album, Millennium. With the title appropriate for the decade, the album held hit singles such as I Want It That Way and Larger Than Life, and received 5 Grammy nominations, including Album of the Year. The fad of boy bands spread nationwide, and soon pop music was ruled by groups of young men with fan bases consisting of teenage girls. Following the influences were popular names such as NSYNC and 98 Degrees. Today, the trend continues with groups such as One Direction and the Jonas Brothers. July of 1999 marked a milestone in the life of Microsoft creator Bill Gates. Stocks of the infamous company rose 5.4% to $994,375. As prices rose, Gates' holdings surged by $5 billion, reaching $100 billion for the first time. Gates, who owned 19.8% or 1 billion shares, owed his world record to the remarkable performance of Microsoft, passing Warren Buffett and his $42.5 billion net worth. After World War I, the 3 Baltic states of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania reestablished their independence, with the United States granting full recognition by 1923. In June of 1940, Soviet troops entered and occupied the 3 states. A month later, U.S. Secretary of State Sumner Welles issued a declaration condemning Russia's occupation and refusal to acknowledge the Soviet control. This declaration formed the basis of the United States' policy toward the Baltic states during the Cold War. After the war ended, the 3 states gained back their independence, with the last of the Russian troops leaving in 1999. As a strike back, Russian troops slowly began to occupy the Ukraine in April of 2014. In March, Russia launched military drills which coincided with war games conducted by the country's airborne troops. The new confrontation between Russia and the West was termed a new Cold War.